I don't actually remember the last time I did a video. I think it was before the roof was complete, so that was a while ago. Um, I should have done one as the roof was being finished before I put the walls up, but I've been sort of rushing every time there's good weather. And as you can see, I have well, 2.5 of the 4 walls up. These were pretty easy because they're short. I also built these shelving, roughed in the framing for some shelving that incorporates the SoFit fascia boxes. It took me a while to figure out how to do that because I wanted it to look good on the outside. And you can kind of see what it's going to look like. It's a nice little, I guess you could call it like a Z of cedar, and that goes all the way from the flashing there over to the edge of the wall. So I was proud of myself for remembering to put this in before I finished that, because now I have vapor barrier coverage all the way from the flashing straight to the wall. And I'll put my felt underneath here and do a couple layers. More on that later. But yeah, the cool thing is by doing that way, I have more livable space on the shelf, on the wall sides, where I can put shelves, and it's already proving useful because I can keep all my tools and mess off the floor. What else can I show you? I'll show you the roof at the end, but much of this is what you've already seen. The other challenge for this week has been how I'm going to keep these posts dry, because these will actually be exposed to the elements. So up here, where it's visible, I'll just seal it with some urethane or whatever I find out is the best. But below, where they meet the walls, I was worried because no matter what I do, I feel like the water's going to creep in up against the posts. So I've kind of treated it 2 different ways. One, I'm painting it all so that even if water gets in there and drips down, it won't really saturate quite as much as if it was unpainted. The other thing I'm doing is notching, you can kind of see, into the post just about a 1/2 inch. And the sill that I put on here will be beveled, but it will also tuck up underneath here. So, and I can caulk that, whereas if I just butted it against here and caulked it, I'm sure with all the UV and elements it would eventually start to drip. So by recessing it in there, it's going to be a little more secure. Even then, I've also beveled my outside 2x4 here so that any water that gets in will drip down, and I'm actually going to leave this unsheathed as well, for the same reason, so that any water that gets in can just shed straight down, because I really don't want to find rot on these posts someday. And so I'm going to leave this gap here for now. After I felt it, I'm just going to curve the corner around here, and then the siding will cover up the missing piece. And then eventually, once I'm satisfied that it's stays dry enough, I'll probably close those off with either foam insulation or furring strips, or both. So it's kind of an experiment because I'm not doing traditional framing, and I wouldn't even know how to do that because it's all self-taught. So I still have that wall to do, which will include the door and probably a window on the right side there. And then I have the peak framing to do. That should be pretty easy once I get the window size decided. Just have a rectangular window on each side. But yeah, I decided to start the walls because I had a stretch of dry weather, and I think I can keep it from getting too wet within the next couple weeks. So yeah. So that's the update. I'll try to post more soon.